Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sian. Thank you very much for watching. This is what I'm hoping to read in summer 2019. I have Next Year in Havana. I bought this book for my mum for her birthday back in May, and she's now handed it down to me, which I kind of hoped might happen. On the back it says, after the death of her beloved grandma, a Cuban-American woman travels to Havana, where she discovers the roots of her identity and unearths a family secret hidden since the revolution. So it tells the story of back in Havana and in Miami now, and kind of goes between the two of those. My mum said she absolutely loved this book. It's about romance and tragedy and history and family, and also kind of dipping in and out of that kind of American-Cuban link, which is very interesting as well. So I'm hoping that this could be a very good read. It definitely came highly recommended by my mum and also Reese Witherspoon, so you know. Next up is by Margaret Atwood, the Penelope Ad. Penelope Ad. I've had this book for years. I went through a phase of literally buying every book that Margaret Atwood had ever written, and most of them are behind me, but yeah, this is one of the ones I bought at that time and I didn't read it. I don't know why, and then yesterday I was going from a bookcase, spotted it, and I thought, why am I not reading this book? Let's get this book out, let's read it. It's a nice short book, and Margaret Atwood writes so incredibly that every book I've ever read that she's ever written has been amazing. So let me read the back to you. Murder comes back to haunt you. For Penelope, wife of Odysseus, maintaining a kingdom while her husband was off fighting the Trojan War was not a simple business. Already aggrieved that he had been lured away due to the shocking behaviour of their beautiful cousin Helen, Penelope must bring up her wayward son, face down scandalous rumours, and keep over 100 lustful, greedy and bloodthirsty suitors at bay. And then, when Odysseus finally returns and slaughters the murderous suitors, he brutally hangs Penelope's 12 beloved maids. What were his motives, and what was Penelope herself really up to? Margaret Atwood has given Penelope a realistic and witty voice to tell her own story and set the record straight for good. I mean, it sounds intriguing. I'm not generally into kind of like mythology and all that, but I read Circe not that long ago and it really got me interested, so I'm very excited to read this book and I'm sure it will be fantastic. This book has had so much hype on social media, and I've even seen other mums sitting reading it at the swimming pool. The book you wish your parents had read and your children will be glad that you did, by Philippa Perry. Any book that gets that much hype on social media I'm always interested to read, so I'm going to give this one a go. It says on the back, every parent wants their child to be happy and every parent wants to avoid screwing them up, but how do you achieve that? In this absorbing, clever and funny book, renowned psychotherapist Philippa Perry tells us what really matters and what behaviour is important to avoid, the vital do's and don'ts of parenting. Instead of mapping out the perfect plan, Perry offers a big picture look at the elements that lead to good parent-child relationships. This refreshing, judgment-free book will help you to understand how your own upbringing may affect your parenting, accept that you will make mistakes and learn what you can do about them, break negative cycles and patterns, handle your own and your child's feelings, understand what different behaviours communicate. I think this will be really insightful. I'm looking forward to reading it, and as most of you know, we have struggled with parenting at times, as every parent does, and I'm really hoping that this gives us a bigger kind of overview about it and just really delving into why children behave in certain ways and what we can do to help them. Then I have the Bookish Mamas Book Club read for July. This one sounds amazing. It's a dystopian young adult fiction, which is exactly my perfect genre if I'm being honest. On the back, it does also sound a little bit brutal. It says, in a society where unwanted teens are salvaged for their body parts, 3 runaways fight the system that would unwind them. Brought together by chance and kept together by desperation, these unlikely companions make a harrowing cross-country journey, knowing their lives hang in the balance. If they can survive until their 18th birthday, they can't be harmed. But when every piece of them, from their hands to their hearts, is wanted by a world gone mad, 18 seems far, far away. I'm really excited about reading this. I know I've said excited way too many times in reference to my books this month, but this one, yeah. And it's a whole, like there's the Unwind Dystology, so there are 3 in the series. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up, oh maybe there's 4, but there's quite a few in the series. I'm definitely going to end up buying the rest, I imagine. This book, Homegoing by Yaa Gyasi, hopefully I said that right, was recommended by Jess McGlynn from Catch a Single Thought, and she read it in her May wrap up and said so many amazing things about it that I was like, right, I'm gonna go buy that, because you know how I love a good recommendation. This says on the back, Effia and Essie, 2 sisters with 2 very different destinies. One sold into slavery, one a slave trader's wife. The consequences of their fate reverberate through the generations that follow. From the Gold Coast of Africa to the plantations of Mississippi, from the missionary schools of Ghana to the dive bars of Harlem. Spanning continents and generation, Yaa Gyasi has written a miraculous novel, an intense, heartbreaking story of one family and, through their lives, the story of America itself. It sounds intense, I'll be honest, but it came so highly recommended and I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Okay, we're nearly there, there's just 3 more left. This Is How It Always is another of Reese Witherspoon's book clubs, and it is by Laurie Frankel, and this was one that just kind of fell into my Amazon basket. Just somehow, you know how that happens, sometimes you're looking for other stuff and then you just see something and it just plops in. So I haven't even read what it's about, because I do judge a book by its cover, I'm very bad. Right, it says, this is a story of a family, Rosie, Penn and their 5 boys. The days are full of drama, laughter and tears, friendship, rivalry and making order out of chaos. Then the youngest boy tells his parents what he wants to be when he grows up. A chef, a vet, a dinosaur, a farmer, a scientist, a girl. When little Claude puts on a skirt and calls herself Poppy, her family love her as much as ever, but it's not going to be that simple for everyone. Wow, I genuinely had no idea what this book was about when I put it into my basket on Amazon, and this sounds amazing. It sounds like it's got a really strong storyline, and one that I think more of us need to kind of take into account, that this could happen to us as parents, or you know, that your child might not be born into a body that they are meant to be in, or that they might love someone who we hadn't anticipated they would love, and I will really enjoy reading this. This book is another social media hype one. So many people I know have read this one. The Multi-Hyphen Method. Work Less, Create More, How to Make Your Side Hustle Work for You by Emma Gannon. I got the paperback. I think I've been waiting for the paperback to come out because the hardback was quite expensive and I couldn't quite afford to get it. So this says, if you've been itching to convert your craft into a career or your side hustle into a startup, then the Multi-Hyphen Method is for you. The book teaches that it doesn't matter if you're a part-time PA with a blog or a nurse who runs an online store in the evenings. Whatever your ratio, whatever your mixture, we can all channel our own entrepreneurial spirit to live more fulfilled and financially healthy lives. We all have the skills necessary to work less and create more, and the Multi-Hyphen Method is the source of inspiration you need to help you navigate your way towards your own definition of success. I like the way it says your own definition of success, not just success, because success can be something different for everyone. If you're a new parent, it can be just leaving the house with clothes on. I'm really hoping that this will help me. I'm feeling a little bit lost with blogging and vlogging at the moment. I think the market is so saturated compared with when I started 8 years ago, and I just yeah, I'm kind of falling out of love with it a bit, and I just don't want to, because I still love doing it. But yeah, so I'm really hoping that this will help me kind of see a way forward. Okay, the final one that I want to read this summer is The Silkworm, a Cormoran Strike novel by Robert Galbraith, aka J.K. Rowling. I really enjoyed the first one. It was quite a wordy kind of thriller crime novel, but it gave you so much background to the characters within the story, and I really quite liked that. This one is clearly a very thick book, so I'm guessing that there's going to be quite a lot of storytelling in it as well. I know that sounds ridiculous for a book because they all tell stories, but Cuckoo's Calling, the first book, I found really went into a lot of depth with each character, which I really appreciated as a reader. I've got 4 of the Cormoran Strike books and this is the second one, and I'm going to give it a read. I don't think I could read one like every month, but maybe one every season kind of works. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that read. Whew. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of books in there. Hopefully we're going to get them read this summer. I don't know how much time I'm going to have this summer. We obviously run in the B&B, we don't go away during the holidays because I work during the holidays, so that's how it is. But we'll see how many I get through. Fingers crossed it's quite a few. Oh, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I will see you again soon. Alright, bye.